From the orange and white checkerboards at the University of Tennessee to the black and white checkered flag at Bristol, drivers, start your engine!
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Elected the outside lane and jumped out ahead of Kasey Kahne, and he is setting sail.
That's what we saw all during practice. That 18 car just a skosh quicker than everybody else.
Yeah, right now though, Kasey Kahne has his hands full. You can see Brian Vickers in the 55, and now Denny Hamlin moves up beside Kasey Kahne.
And you know, we talked about the track and the rain and everything. This track still has a lot of rubber on it. You can see how dark it is. It's got a lot of grip in it.
Vickers to second. Hamlin to third. Kahne settles in fourth. Tony Stewart got kicked up high in turn one and got way up in the marbles and pays the price. He's going the long way back.
Flat left rear. That's what it looks like to me. There's something wrong with that car. It looked like the left rear was down.
And the problem is in there, it's going to spin, and that'll bring the caution out.
Pop there, guys. We're wrecked here.
Michael McDowell also spins, and a bad week gets worse for Tony Stewart. That's not St. Patrick's Day green on the track. That's a video effect. Kyle can start there, or he can start there, and if he doesn't go by the end of the box, the flagman will start the race.
Somebody need to show Brian Vickers that box on our screen, because he didn't go.
Yeah, he did not get going at all, a lot like Kasey Kahne at the start of the race.
Kahne retakes second. That's where he started. Here comes Paul Menard on the outside, the 27 for third.
I think we better keep an eye on Paul Menard in that 27 car. Go back to last year, 2 top 10 finishes. He's quiet, but he's effective, and he's always around at the end.
I talked to his crew chief, Slugger Labby, this morning. He said the same thing, Larry. He said, give us a little love today. I think we're going to run pretty good.
Oh, hard in the wall, Jeff Burton. Jeff Burton got sent into the turn one wall as things stacked up behind him. And we're under caution for the second time.
Quite a bit of damage.
Got into you, man. Guys, we got
Marcus Ambrose heavily involved.
Yeah, damage on the right front of the 9.
my foot got jammed in between the gas and the firewall. I can't get my foot out.
That's Jeff Burton. So then Burton gets a shunt from Carl Edwards.
Bouncing all over the place.
And things wad up here in a hurry. He's on it with Denny Hamlin alongside for the restart. Jeff Gordon thought about 3 wide. Realized that wasn't a great idea, not right then. Montoya to the back. Matt?
Mike, there was concern in the 42 pit about the car lagging on the restart, something amiss there. They actually told him, try to stay half a lane more down, so if the car does stall or lag, you don't cause a crash and get yourself in trouble as well. That way you can hit the apron. That's exactly what he did.
Lead change. Denny Hamlin takes it on the low side to the front.
Trouble right here, turn 4.
McMurray goes around in the wall, and everybody's going to miss him.
Woo. There was some guys that banged into each other, but there was some didn't.
Jamie McMurray was running third in that #1 Chevrolet.
He just got up a little too high, like we saw Martin Truex do, and there's not any grip right up next to the wall. No traction there whatsoever. Nothing you can do. You pick up that debris on your tires, and around you go. Here comes that 5 on the outside, and see how Hamlin fares on the inside here. Looks like the 5 might get the position coming off the corner, and he does. Whoop! Had to let it have it back.
Side by side for the lead. Carl Edwards ahead in the high groove. David Reagan in front of him. Hamlin slips up, has to get out of the throttle. Here comes Kahne. That was close.
It was. He come up off the bottom. The car has a tendency to want to push out and get loose.
Hamlin trying to hold his lead. Kahne gets a good launch off turn 2. He's got him. Kasey Kahne to the lead.
And he has friends too. Here comes all those Hendrick cars, all 3 of them.
Michael?
You know, guys, we talked about how important running the bottom will be as this race wears on. Denny Hamlin is unable to do so. He caught Carl Edwards and David Reagan to lap them, couldn't go anywhere, and here come the trio of cars that run him down and passed him. You've got to be able to work the bottom at this racetrack. Denny's unable to do so right now.
Steve, what happened that caused Kurt Busch to have to come to pit road?
Mike, he ducked down to pit road on lap 223, just checked with the team. They said they feared they had a flat right rear tire they put on right sides on the number 78.
Car to wall turn 4, and it's Landon Castle. And we're back under caution for the 5th time. So we will restart with 23 lead lap cars. Kenseth, Johnson, Hamlin, Kahne in 4th, Harvick, Biffle, Logano, Boyer, Gordon, and Earnhardt are the top 10. Green flag waves. And Kenseth on the high side hauls them off turn number 2 with a good lead. Johnson establishes in 2nd, side by side for 3rd. Kahne and Biffle up top. Hamlin on the bottom in the 11th. Here goes Logano again up against Jeff Gordon for the first spot. Gets up to the door and no more.
Got to dive bomb him just like Jeff Gordon's been doing everybody. That's what Logano's going to have to do to get by.
But yeah, 2 tires or 4 tires. One of Jeff Gordon's strong suits all day long has been riding up to the middle of the corner to the top side and getting that run off.
Gordon slipped up in turn 2 and Logano got right alongside him but could go no further, and coming off 4, Logano jumps up in the groove right in front of Denny Hamlin, and wait for it, pow.
What did we say when we were watching this? If he doesn't move Jeff Gordon, somebody's going to move him.
And that's exactly what happened with his ex-teammate from Joe Gibbs Racing, Denny Hamlin, in the 11.
There is Jeff Gordon, who's won 5 times at Bristol, but he's gone winless here the last 20 trips. How about the tire strategy?
Yeah, nearly 100 laps on his left side tires. When they came to pit road, that crew chief team decided they would just put rights on him. I know it's got a lot of other crew chiefs along pit road thinking, wow, that worked. How that will play into the strategy later in the race will be interesting.
Crash, and the 9th caution of the day. Jeff Gordon in turns 3 and 4 appeared to lose a right front tire, and Matt Kenseth drove right under it.
I don't know if he blows a right front tire. I think that's what happened, because the car just, he goes in, he does that dive bomb thing, and then right here you see the car just takes off. Matt was great big run on the outside and drove right up on the back.
The handling was going away, Larry. You could see him have to ease off it going into the corner multiple times, and then this right there.
Yeah, she just turns, and here comes Matt. Matt had a full head of steam, nowhere to go.
Here's the situation right now with 50 laps to go. Keselowski's out in front of Kasey Kahne by 0.7 of a second, but it hasn't been easy. The Fast got kind of furious here.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here. The 2 kind of pulled down, gave the 5 the outside. I thought, okay, this race is over with. Kasey is long gone.
Brad held his ground hard on the inside, and then traffic came into play. Kahne took the lead, but could not hold it. He comes up against Terry Labonte.
Lost his momentum.
Labonte up in the high groove. Keselowski downstairs retakes the lead.
We thought lap cars would pay a price in this.
But right here was almost disastrous. That was a car that was gone, and Kasey hung on to it, but it cost him a ton of time. 48 in the wall, guys.
Yeah, turn 4, Darrell. And you heard it from Jimmy.
Blew a tire.
10th caution flag of the day. That's the one Brad Keselowski wanted to see, to try to make it to the end without stopping. We'll see if he does with 45 laps to go.
I'm not sure he wanted to see that caution.
No, I don't either. He gapped Kasey just a little bit.
Green flag. Keselowski spins the tires. Here comes Kahne.
Kahne, nobody in that outside line could go.
Keep an eye on that 15 car. Clint Boyer, remember, 4 fresh tires versus everybody else with just 2 fresh tires on the last time to pit road.
And for the lead from pole to penalty to coming right back is Kyle Busch in the 18.
Boys, this is going to get ugly. It's going to be fun to watch, but I think it might get a little ugly here. This is some aggressive hounds right here in the front right now.
top three ran three distinct different lines through 3 and 4 that time.
Larry Keselowski, he couldn't even get going. He was spinning the tire so bad. I've been worried about that camber in the rear tires and how that was going to affect some of these short tracks, particularly on restarts.
Now, can Keselowski reclaim the lead? First, he's got to deal with Kyle Busch.
He's a pretty determined young man, but of course, I thought it would be the Brad and Kyle show today. Kasey got in there and is right in the middle of it.
And by the way, Hamlin got way away from Joey Logano by about 3 cars.
That was wise.
Kyle Busch in the 18 clears Keselowski in that 2 again.
Chevy, Toyota, Ford, 35 laps to go at the stripe.
He needs to pick up the speed. Danica Patrick, the 10, almost just ran all over Denny Hamlin.
Hamlin may not make it around. Right front going down. Final lap for Kasey Kahne.
Just bring it on home here.
Sails it off into turn 3, gets underneath Joey Logano, and Kasey Kahne wins the Food City 500 at Bristol.
Nice job, boys.
Yeah! Good job, guys. Awesome job. Good job, Kevin. Way to go, boys. Way to go. That's a big accomplishment today.
Kahne beats Kyle Busch, the pole sitter, by 1.7 seconds. Chevy, Toyota, Ford, the first 3, with Keselowski third, edging Kurt Busch and Clint Bowyer.
We knew this young man was going to be a force to reckon with this year. You think about it, finished way back here last year after this race, was 32nd in the points.